Sports are a massive cultural fixture and play a meaningful role in communities all over the world. Stadiums are important cultural centers to host sports events, but they also use lots of energy and leave behind lots of waste. During the 2013-14 season, 1,000 tons of waste were discarded by Major League sports fans in stadiums in the United States, and only a small fraction of that waste gets recycled. This amount of waste translates to about 35,000 tons of CO2 from sports stadium waste alone. The global climate crisis is currently worsening due to rising CO2 emissions. In order to curb global emissions, sports stadiums need to reduce their impact by reducing their waste and energy use. As a part of the University of San Diego Masters in Engineering, Sustainability, and Health program, I'm developing a case study on the current state of sustainability of Petco Park in San Diego, California. Petco Park is a stadium home to the Padres baseball team in San Diego. The 40,000-seat stadium opened in 2004 as part of a city-funded project to revitalize the East Village of downtown San Diego. My case study will focus on examining the current sustainability measures in place at Petco Park and identifying what more could be done to curb emissions and reduce waste. In order to reduce the high environmental impacts of sports events, stadiums are investing in sustainability developments. Petco Park has made quite a few changes to their infrastructure to reduce their impact. Energy use was cut in half after original field sports lighting was replaced with LED lights. Extensive upgrades were made to the HVAC system and building automation systems to reduce overall energy consumption of the park. The park also uses low-flow plumbing and water meters that help identify leaks and provide opportunities to save water. In 2018, the largest solar panel installation in Major League Baseball was constructed on Petco Park's roof canopy, capable of generating enough energy to power the Padres' front office. Despite these advances in sustainability, plastic and food waste from the stadium remains a major problem. Petco Park has a goal of diverting 70% of waste from the landfill, like compost and recyclable plastic. In my case study, I would like to examine how much of this goal is currently being met. Diverting waste from landfills requires large teams of sanitation workers to sort through trash for compost and recycling, and takes lots of time, money, and energy. Installing compost bins, like those present at Snapdragon Stadium in San Diego, would significantly cut down on the money and labor needed to sort compost from trash, and would probably result in more food waste being composted overall. Single-use plastic waste is a big sustainability problem that the park has yet to address. Plastic cannot be recycled indefinitely, and when it is eventually discarded, it can take thousands of years to break down, releasing CO2 into the atmosphere. Once it does break down, plastic fragments into tiny microplastics that can leach into wildlife habitats where they can easily be ingested by animals and degrade ecosystems. Foregoing plastic use is very important to a sustainable system, and I will explore the ways that Petco Park could use other materials like aluminum that can be infinitely recycled. I will also explore the option of reusable cup programs, which have been successful at other stadiums in the US. In addition to reducing waste and energy, I want to explore the impact of Petco Park on public health and community development. I will discuss the availability of healthy food and drink options at the park, as well as examine the effect that the building of the park had on the surrounding area of the East Village in downtown San Diego, where there is a substantial homeless population. The park's construction brought lots of new businesses and wealthier visitors into the area, while the homeless population remains as an underserved community alongside the new developments. This speaks to a sort of disconnect in the community development of the East Village, and I would like to examine how the publicly funded park has affected the nearby community. Petco Park in San Diego has made some sustainable changes in the past few decades, but my case study will identify ways that they can go further to reduce their impact and join the worldwide movement to make sports more sustainable.